Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Western Kentucky head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hilltoppers offense will go to work first. These two teams don't exactly love each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which team is standing last.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Tisdale. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks. Again, he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go, ready. 30.
On the run, it's Clemens. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Stokes. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Back back to pass. It's Tisdale. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On the move, it's Hicks. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Turns into the pile. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Hits inside. It's Hicks. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Tisdale. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. They're all over him. And they got him.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Past the 45. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Clemens. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Straight ahead, it's Clemens. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Sells the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. To the air, it's Tisdale. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Left side is Smith. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Lucky to get it off.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and 4. To the air, it's Dawson. Look out! He's got it along the sideline. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on, and down he goes.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to press quarterback, and they have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Bringing it back. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running inside, it's Hicks. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. There's a crease. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Hicks. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Tisdale. Here comes it, wrapped up at the 28. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Seminoles with the first half lead on this juggernaut, and they're trying to make history today. Going to take a lot of discipline in this second half, but they're almost halfway home. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside LT Smith Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Third and long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Dawson. Looking for a deep man. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Here he goes. He's at the touchdown, MTSU. And the beatdown has ensued. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Hicks. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Handoff from the gun. Sees an alley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. It's a fist.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Quick give. It's Hicks. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hicks. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Hilltoppers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. Out wide left, it's Smith. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. The give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Right side, it's Howard. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to see if they can score the deuce. On the ground. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We reach the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for space, it's Clemens.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. They'll run him again. They've got him corralled.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Caught in the backfield. It's Stafford. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Caught on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Needs it here on fourth down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the tight end. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Clemens. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Left side is Stafford. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught, it's Stafford. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Smith. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Sends it back in motion. Snapped on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down, gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
They got more sacks than a...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. They're all over it. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving you guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That's good.